just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. Right down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will give them the lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
There he goes. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. On the run, still looking. Got his man downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the right. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Going to take a shot at this DB. Catch inside the